Simple message here, and I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the William Carter Show. Important message. I was watching another YouTuber's channel, and see, I'm running into that same issue. I'm gonna fix that, man. Let's fix that right now. Let's see if I can fix it right now. But the important message part of it is you got to be careful who you're listening to, and that doesn't matter whether it's family, friends, or old. You know what I mean? Excuse me, y'all. Please forgive me. Uh, yeah, that should work right about there. So, yeah. Sorry, had to fix that. So it's a lot better there, I guess. All right. Anyways, so what I'm trying to tell you is the information that you take in, how you take it, what you do with it, who you choose to share it with, it's all very relevant. It's so relevant that, like, it's so relevant that you, you're gonna like, how can I put this to you where you understand it? You're going to have to search deep inside yourself and think about the things that really matter to you, the things that are really supporting you, the things that are there for you in the times of your needs. And I made a lot of mistakes. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll tell you that again and again and again and again. I'm telling you the truth. But when you make those mistakes, just do your very, very, very best not to recreate the same situation. Okay. So I pray to God that somebody's getting this. This is definitely for somebody. I feel it myself. I can feel the shift in myself here, and I'm just trying to let you know when I know, as soon as I know. And Lonnie from she's a tarot reader. She reads that and she sings, and she's got many other talents, I believe. I'm just throwing that in there. Much love to you. Um, but she was talking about the Black Messiah, and somebody's going to come, and somebody's going to come to help his people, shall I say, gain his people back. If there's biblical people here, you know what I mean? Hey, well, it is what it is. I love God. I love the word. I love it all. I'm not ever going to get shaken away from it. And I pray that you don't either. But that devil is so real. And there's people that actually really, really believe. Like, she was putting colors into it there. I won't put it into colors, even though it's relevant. Um, you got a lot of people out there, people called devils, you know what I mean? They classify it by colors. I'm going to bring you a step further than that and tell you that it's just yourself. There's no color involved in the devil. Some like to classify it by color, but that's not it. The devil is within inside yourself. It's the things that you're willing to do that you don't care that's going to hurt somebody else. You know, I get to rubbing my legs when I get to getting talking serious, you know. So drop me a comment. Let me know who's up there. Who is that? I don't know. I did that before. Is that just me or is that somebody? You know what I mean? Like, share, and subscribe to the video. You you can't play on both sides of the fence. If that's speaking to somebody right now, okay? You can't play on both sides of the fence. That's like when you were a kid, you know, and then you grow up. And by the time you grow up, I pray that it's younger than me, okay? Because it took me a long time to grow up, to be honest with you. I was so immature minded. I was all about fun. I had no idea about it. And now that's why you might see me today where I'm not just, I'm not laughing all the time, whereas I was. You know, so when I did that segment about impersonating people, that's honestly me. I love to impersonate people, but somewhere that got beaten up out of me in the course of becoming a businessman and running my own business and becoming a father, and you know what I mean, just the course of life and the system of it. So you have to, a lot of people do not want you to be more than them. And I promise you, I'm going to promise you in this sense that no matter what it is that you choose to do with your life, you're going to have those challenges. You have to go through those challenges so that you're able to succumb whatever pressures and stresses and challenges and barricades and walls and whatever it is that you're going to come to. You know what I mean? Whatever you're going to come to life, there's always going to be those challenges. Now you have two choices. You can either walk away or you can choose to stay and play. Now that's family members, that's boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, aunts, uncles, friends from school, confidants, co-workers, you know what I mean? Like customers, clients, it's everything under the sun. There's different systems, there's different powers that certain individuals possess, and you have to know what it is that you possess and where you can go with it. Okay. This is just a random message. She got me on my mind there, and it's like she said, false prophets. You know what I mean? And I go to church. I need to learn the word much better, but yeah. So, and like I said, I wasn't proud of where I got this from, and actually, I'm starting to become more prouder of where I got this from, and try to incorporate into my character habits that will not allow me to end up there. Okay? You've got to do something. Like when you're up to my age, and this is only for people that are not doing it, not for the ones that are doing it. Whoever is doing it, that's fine and dandy. I'm happy for you. I mean, you might have even been a part of helping me to see. And I pray that I may be able to help other people see as well. But when you can't see what's going on around you, that means you're so far off of focus that you're not even really good for yourself. And I won't put it to the fact that you're not good for yourself, because you're all. You are more than definitely worth it. But I'm talking about just in the mind, thought, and process, and the actions that you do, the things that you do, and the places that you go, and the people that you interact with, and the people that you can't let go because you might not have an idea of where you want to go in life, or you're scared to do it by yourself, or you don't have support like other people do. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things in this world that can distract you and keep you away. It can keep you away from what you're supposed to do, or what you can do, or what you might be able to do. But if you don't never try, how are you going to know? I'm talking to somebody right now. And we ain't in church right now, so we just talking. But when I do go to church, I respect it to the fullest. And I pray that you would too. Whether Jews, or whether blacks, or whether bronze, or whether Native Americans, whoever it was, what does it matter? You can't take it with you. You can pass it on. But in passing it on, what are you going to do with it? You know what I mean? So what I meant by that is people are fighting for things that they're not going to be able to take with them. So why don't you stop fighting with them people and start loving them people? And you never know what can possibly happen from now till then. You start living your life more like that, and I promise you, you'll start to see things change and flip into your life that you never imagined. And I can only tell you this because I've seen it. And when I'm talking about seeing it, I mean, I witnessed it. I've experienced it. I've been through it. I've been through some dark days. Some days may not have been as dark as everybody else's, but they were dark enough for me to see. And when you can't see, there's all kinds of things you're going to run into. There's all kinds of people that you're going to bump into. And if you could see, you wouldn't bump into the same people, or at least in the same way, the same manner, for the same reasons. When you're lost and it's cold and it's dark out there, I know it's lonely. I'm not even in the dark and the cold, and it's still lonely. Okay, because of the choices that I've made, and the things that I need to clear up, and the things that I need to straighten out, and the walk that I'm choosing to take. And you're going to have all kinds of situations in between them, and I pray you the best with them, and I pray that you exercise, um, the best reason, the best explanation, or the best, what's that word I'm looking for? It'll come to me in another time. Watch, I'll be talking and it'll just bounce right back in my head. It's just because I got so many things going on that I want to say to you. It's like, I can't believe, like, I even lived that life at one point in time. I'm going to be honest with you on this show. I told you, that's who I am. I am William Carter. This is what it is. I came from the ghetto, and I still live pretty dang close to the ghetto. Just, I don't live ghetto-ly minded. What's wrong with the ghetto? Nothing until you get out of there. When you're in there, you don't see nothing. That's a project, that's a system that you're going to be put into, depending on tax brackets, depending on a lot of different things. But these aren't things that you should hate on people for, or going through, or whatever. We're not, because I tell you what, they teach you. And then by the time you're done teaching and getting there, you're so happy that you've done accomplished these things there. And then you got to ask yourself again, why? How did you get there? Why did you get there? It wasn't because it was given to you. So stop being, shall I say, don't expect me to feel bad for you. And I mean, don't not feel bad for you in the sense that you have to go through the things that you got to go through. You do got to go through the things. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you mentally strong. It's going to make you spiritually strong. It's going to make the people around you that much stronger. You got to strive to do better, strive to do better, strive to do better. Because if you don't strive to do better, anybody that comes underneath you, whether it be your children, your daughters, your sons, or your cousins, your nieces or nephews, they're going to use what they've learned from your characterism in their everyday life, which isn't fair, because that's not who they are. That's who the person that they were raised by. Doing a bunch of looking up and down, but it's the truth. And yes, I'm learning to be more professional and being more serious. I'm trying to tell you what it is. You got false prophets. False prophets to me are people that have a good idea, that people, they can they can talk the talk, but can't really walk the walk. Okay? Now, I don't mean that they've tried business and it didn't work and they've had to revamp and start over and do it again. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that, yeah, they talk a good game, but that's all that they do is talk the game. They don't walk the game as they talk the game. Bump their heads or whatever, would not fall down the ladder. You know what I mean? Get dirty in the mud, then get back up, shower themselves off, and keep going. That's what I'm talking about. Walking the walk, talking the talk. However you want to look at it, I don't care. Okay, but you got a lot of false prophets out there, and I'm not just talking about black people. Okay, I'm black, yes I am. I'm native, yes I am. But I'm not just talking about that. What I'm really talking to you about is that you just got to let this negative stuff go, where it's never going to go nowhere. There's going to be enough issues and enough things in this world for us to be able to have to tackle together and everything else. Why people are still so separated, it's of the Oracle's systematic system. I don't know. And the point is that they don't care. It's about what we're doing here right now is what you can do, what you can change. And that's why I like YouTube, and I like Facebook, and I like Instagram, and I like Twitter and everything else. The people that don't like Twitter are people that can't, and you can. It's just maybe you don't, but you don't really have a use for that platform. So you catch a lot of negative people in there, and they post their words and they say those things, and you know what I mean? And that's just on like the jumping on the wagon, or you know what I mean? Wagon burning, talking, you know what I mean? And I'm native, so I didn't mean that way that it came out, but that's not what I was trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that people jump on the bandwagon I'm on my second video here today, and I'm sorry it's going over 15 minutes. I'm not even sorry for it. I mean, it's going over 15 minutes. The last one was 37, uh, 37 minutes and 41 seconds, I believe. So both breaks down to 5.5. If that makes any sense to anybody that's listening right now. So, yeah, people are scared of this person that's going to wake everybody up. They say, like the Black Messiah. A lot of people are going to act as if they're the Black Messiah, but they're actually not. There's going to be a lot of people that profess to be a prophet, and they're really not. Okay? So don't just sit there and be bamboozled by everybody and all the words that they say there. You've got a choice on what it is that you can intake. And for the ones that know that, great. I'm talking about the people that don't. There's more people that don't know the power of manifestation of what they're thinking about and how they channel it out to whoever it may be that they're trying to, So I experience everything I've ever experienced through love. Love for that, love with that person, or love for that. You know what I mean? Love for just that individual thing, you know what I mean? Just basically. So it's love all around. And I don't know who this is getting to, and I don't know who this is helping out, but I know it's helping somebody out because I can feel it right now. You know, when you get chills in your body, when you say things and they just chill down. Go on now. Put my Bible back before I get all upset and stuff. And I don't like it. So, family, watch out. There's a lot of people out there that are going to try to disrupt your path, that are going to try to falsely accuse you of things. There's going to be a lot of people that, even with false accusations, they're going to try to tell you that they're not false accusations. Okay? False accusations, sorry. Excuse me. I'm not going to, told you, I'm not going to apologize too much more for the little small mistakes that happen on the video when I'm speaking or whatever. Not, I get excited. My energy is, I'm just full of what I'm trying to say to you, and I believe I have to get it out. And there's other things that I'm watching up here, and you know what I mean. I got other things that are going on, so waiting for some quotes to come in and some okays and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got other things to think about, but at the point in time, I still try to bring you all the best information that I can. And if I fall short of that at some point in times, please forgive me. Okay, forgive me in advance for when that happens, so that you know it may happen. And if it doesn't, then great. Guess what? You're helping me to become better at what I'm doing. And I will help you to become better at what you're doing if I can. So all you got to do is drop me a comment down here. No problem. Okay. Yeah. Check out her video. I'm going to put the link to her video in the description box in my so that you guys can go take a look at it. Her name's Lonnie Tarot, and then she has God's Mind. I'm not sure which one that it is, but it could be God's Mind. And I think I was wrong on that last stream that I put out there. The last stream that I put out there, I said it was Service Ontario, but it's Service Canada.ca. Okay, so check that out there for all the entrepreneurs that wanted to get their business name or business license and everything started out. So I'm learning as you're learning. You know what I mean? We're on the same plane. We're on the same planet. You know what I mean? And where I can help you, I'll do my best to help you. Where I may need help, it may be you that I'm coming to talk to. So I pray that you'll understand that I'm sincere about the things that I do, and I'm sincere about the information that I bring to y'all. It's not just a joke. It's not just a game. If you don't believe me, go ahead and wait till you watch the video of Lonnie's Tarot in there. And I won't say this is the entire reason for me putting this video up, but it's got a big point to it. Okay. So I really enjoy interacting with other YouTubers and stuff and sharing ideas or catching an idea for them and complimenting it on my own show. Sometimes you'll see me put one of her icons right here, whatnot there for advertising and everything else like that, because I really appreciate her. She's very, very cool. She lays it down. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. She don't cut no corners on you. You know what I mean? She's middle aged. She's not too old. She's not entirely young. So just giving you the heads up on there. It's if it's what you want, that's what you want. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys all for tuning in and liking, sharing, subscribing again. I'm going live. Please support the channel. Help to support the channel. I can't express that enough. That means the world to me. You know what I mean? I'm out here and I'm going to put these videos out here, and I'm going to need support in order to keep the equipment going. You want things to look better. You guys want to hear things better, see things better. It's just all about love, support. You know what I mean? Support who supports you. And I'm going to be here supporting you the best way that I can. For all the ones that rock with me from day one and you're still here, I got much love for y'all. I thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. What's today's date? January 14th today. Yeah, so we're already halfway through the first month of the first year, the first month of 2021. Time is moving, y'all. Like I said in the last video, time is moving. Got to keep it moving. Got to keep going. Got to keep going. You can't stop, because if you stop, then you ain't gonna keep. What did my mom say? My mom said this one saying. She says, if you don't use it, you lose it. Simple. Okay. So if you wanna, if you don't want to be able to utilize your bodily functions, your arms, want to move your arms like you did when you were 20 or when you were a kid, then don't stop moving them. Keep going, keep pounding the ground. It's like when I'm on a concrete job, I can't stop pounding on that. Or when the concrete starts to dry, there's no way that I can stop onto that job. Now, depending on the size and diameter of it, I have to keep going, keep moving, keep going. Stay positive, stay moving forward, stay like a locomotive going in that direction instead of that direction. Okay, people, what I'm trying to tell you is that this world is a very doggy world for you. You know what I mean? Like, some people throw bones and some people throw little pebblets. You know what I mean? So you got to be the one that's smart enough to know if you're being thrown a pebblet or a bone. I wouldn't take either one of them personally, and that's only because I've walked that walk before, and it ain't fun. It ain't fun. I didn't like it. I was not interested in that walk at all. But that's one walk that I knew that I had to go through in order to get to where I'm trying to be, or where I'm going to be, or where I'm at now. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? You know, my teacher would crack up right about now. Mr. Voy or Miss Tania or Mr. Dragich, Mr. McIntyre, or Miss Gorell, or Miss Tania, or Mr. Bugner, or Mr. Shammy, or Mr. Whiteovich, or and I know I'm not going to get them all out there, but I'm just sending shots out to all my grade school teachers out there. I'm going to send shots out to the high school teachers a little bit later that just popped in out of nowhere and I couldn't stop with it. I'm a Bagley Bronco. You know how we go. We never nonstop all day long. Get a lot of haters on our plate. No, we just demolish them anyway. So keep it moving, keep it moving. Whatever you're doing, whatever comes onto your plate, demolish it, eat it, get rid of it, toss it out if it need be. Keep it moving forward however you can. Save your money, reinvest into your company, do what you got to do to do what it is that you want to do. Or you're trying to give something or buy something for a family member. You know what I mean? People say that money doesn't matter. Be careful of the prophets that you listen to. Okay? It ain't the most important thing, but I can for surely tell you one thing. It has a lot to do with how this world rotates. Okay? So for a lot of those years, I was on the bottom of the food chain. I wasn't even looking to do anything. I was blind. I told you. When you start to open your eyes and, you know, you start to see what's really going on, you have a different mentality. You have a different thought process. You have a different way of life. You have a different way of going about life. You got a different way. You got different people that you choose to want to interact with, opposed to people that you've been interacting with the same. Now that's family. Okay, family, friends, and stuff like that. Some family members you're going to have to let go. Some family friends you're going to have to let go. I never ever thought that I would have to in my life. But I will tell you this now. It is not healthy if you're hanging around unhealthy. Do I have to say that again? And I've been there. Some people can camouflage it and word it in any type of way that they want to, but I'll guarantee you, not get me with that. Not no more. Sorry. I get it. When you're lazy and you don't do anything and you don't get anything done, and all you do is the same repetitive dumb thing after the same dumb thing after the same dumb thing after the same dumb thing, don't you think that that person that is giving you those opportunities is getting a little sick and tired of it? You're going to be forgiven. You're going to be forgiven, and you should forgive so that in order to be forgiven. Okay? So stretch your neck, look around, see what's going around in your community, see how you can be a positive outlook in your community opposed to a negative one. If you got that negative stuff on your brain, if you got that negative mindset, if you got that negative thought process, if you're so negative that nobody wants to be around you, then you now have to start to ask yourself why. And I've been there. I wouldn't say that I was negative. I just might have been very irritable. Very irritable. I talk, I get excited, I get loud. But then people are not on the same walk and path as I am, and they don't understand the urgency and the importance of it to me like they would if it was them. So I don't expect them to understand. I did before for a good 5-6 years. It rattled my brain. I said, I got a beautiful idea and it's working for me. And I want to share it with y'all. And I want to give it to y'all. And here, look, I don't care. Take it, whatever. That's because I was very immature at business, for one. And two, it wasn't their dream. It wasn't their idea. So when you're doing something, always know that if you have a following or if you have people that are calling you, know that whatever you did to get that going, that's who did it. The beginning, like I said, you might have to walk through that by yourself for a while until it starts to catch on. But when it starts to catch on, I pray that you made a plan B for when, if it does catch on, because most people, they look at it like it may not work, but you can't go at business like that. You have to go at business determined, driven, I wouldn't say conceited. I'd say the most confident you've ever been. Because if you're not confident and you're not given 100%, or you're not focused on what it is that you're doing, it's going to show. People are going to talk about it. People are going to sit there and try to break it down on you. Nobody's going to sit there and support it. If you make a mistake and you're honest about it and you're diligently trying to fix it, or you know what I mean, then you may get past. But I'm telling you, you got to watch what you do, how you do it, who you do it for, who you do it with. Even when I was hiring people in my business, that hiring, I would hire friends, almost like walk-ons on the street. I was one of them before. I was just on the street. My landlord, he said, hey, you want a job? I was only looking for jobs in all kinds of different places that I probably wouldn't enjoyed anyways. And then when I came to this one, the first trowel into my hand, the first float and trowel, he's no longer here with us. And God, please take care of my buddy. Rest in peace, my big friend. Yeah. And then I went on to work for his family and an extended part of his family. I think it was his son-in-law. And his son-in-law, I worked for him for a little while. And he's still doing business to this day. And I've seen him just over the summer last year. I was doing some work around the corner from his house. And it's nice to see he's got all three of his brothers or whatnot. They're all living together. It's a beautiful thing. For ones that don't understand that, it's not for you to understand. Okay, the ones that understand it know what I'm talking about. And I'm not trying to be rude and nasty on the channel, nothing like that there, but there's just some things that I got to let you know that this channel may not be for you because you may not understand anything that I'm talking about right now. And that's okay if you don't. But when you do, these videos will still be here, and then they'll start to make sense to you, and then you'll start to be able to put this block with that block, and you'll start to understand a few more things. Like, trust me, if you're on my channel and you're watching my channel, and I'm not saying that I have a huge following right now. I didn't say that I won't have a huge following. I just said that right now. I'm just getting used to this stuff right now. So, breathe, some water. Okay. A lot of people like to push their own idea on everybody when they're in a small room or it's their house or you're visiting over there. But then look at the bigger picture of it. Is that what they're sitting there fighting to tell you in that small room over there really worth a value? You know, just trying to give it to you like it is, fam. And that's all that it is. False prophets, man. Just be careful. Be careful. A lot of people are going to try to tell you what's right and what's wrong. And truth of the matter is, the only person that knows that is God, Messiah, whoever that may be. Okay. That's a tough road to have. That's a tough job to have. You think being the president or the prime minister or secretary, you think that's hard. You think that that's tough. Picture Messiah's job. That's everybody in this world. Not a quarter of it, and 75% over here. Not 50% of it, and the other 50's over there. Not the half over the fence part. Not the 75 to the 25. No, it's everything. So, you ever meet Messiah, I would advise you to kneel down and give praise and thanks as quickly as you can. I wouldn't want to be on the other side of Messiah. There's no way I could be on the other side of Messiah. Okay, so learn who you are. Another thing is, for people that are, into astrology and tarot reading, you know what I mean? First thing you need to do is go on and get your birth chart right. You know what I mean? I've tried it out. I like it. Can't say that I can do what those tarot readers do on there. I just never tried it. I'm too busy doing Carter's Fresh Cement, Maddie Downey World, Inc. You got Carter's Fresh Cement, William Carter, all my channels, all that stuff. Plus do the work and still put all this stuff together. Excuse me, that water got me a little burpy for some reason. There's many different hats that I wear, my family. And I pray that it pays off in the sense that you learn something from it or it helps you from, some endeavor in your life. You all right? So I'm going to give you the best information that I can give you when I can give it to you. And whenever I get in me, I know when to let it out. I will let you know as soon as I can. Thanks for tuning in, liking, sharing, subscribing. I'm not going to go on too much further than that. I think I said what I needed to say. Bloodsuckers, bronze, you know what I mean? Like vampires, black people, colored people, light-toned people. Quit putting the blame all on the white folks because the same thing is happening to everybody else too, okay? So you can't just put it on one race. Yeah, okay, they got to it quicker. They figured a system out that was going to work better for them. Are you stupid? You would do the same thing for yourself, so don't stop hating, okay? I told you, negative and positive criticism. You think that them white folks gave a dang whether you liked it or not? They were still making their quid. They were still making their money. They were still going to move forward. If you watch Flavor Flav's roast and you see what he was talking about there, and he asked him how he could just sit there and be called all kinds of blackety coons, crickety coons, and all that stuff like that there. He said they got to pay him. All right. It's an industry. It's entertainment. You got to go to work. You get paid. If you don't get paid, you don't want to work. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. Okay. So if you're trying to build something, be the change in the world that you want this world to look like. Now, if you want this world to look nasty, then keep looking nasty. I guarantee you won't have too many people looking at you, or at least in the same type of respect that they used to. And believe me, you do not want to lose your respect with the people that you love or care about or think about. Okay? Now, don't forget, you have to shake off a lot of people. You have to shake a lot of people off. A lot of people think they're too smooth, thought they're bigger than who they are, or they think that they're smarter than who who they're talking to. You know what I mean? Like, I've always had respect for my elders, and that's for one reason. Why do you think I'm talking to you like this right now? Okay? Why do you think we're not hanging around like we used to? Not because I don't love you, not because I don't care about you. It may be your choice, don't want to hang out with me. Or maybe it's higher source, higher power, just saying that, not today. Sorry. Whoever needed to hear that and that's coming out for you, that's what's up, people. I mean, take care of yourselves, take care of yourselves, take care of yourselves. When you don't take care of yourselves, you'll lose everything. Like that. Been there 2, 3 times. Yeah, it's not pretty. It's not fun. Do the best that I can with what I'm dealt with and what I've done to go through the things that I need to go through, and I try to make up for them in a positive note. You know what I mean? Sometimes that don't always happen. And I mean, like, sometimes people don't want to hear it from your side until they go through what you've been through, and then they start to understand what it is exactly that you're talking about. Okay? So appreciate the people, your higher source, your higher power. Appreciate them, love them, take care of what you got to take care of when you can take care of it. Trust me, God knows when. Everything. God knows everything you're doing. So you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to even think twice about it for the ones that walk in the faith. Trust me, God's got a plan for you. The plan's been there for you before you even got there. So don't worry about it. You're going to let you go through that maze the way that you're going to go through it. And you can see they're going to be yes, it's going to be no. It's going to be okay, or it's going to be all right. It's going to be like, and it's going to be like, all right. So stop worrying, stop stressing so much. Do not be swayed. Do not let your faith be swayed. Do not let fake people come into your lives. Now, there's a difference between somebody that needs your help and a fake person. Fake person usually already looks good. They've already, they don't have quite everything, but they look good. You know what I mean? Trying to get to the next spot. Telling you whatever it is that they need to tell you to get to the next spot. Okay? So I can't stress it enough to your family. Like, when I was getting into the Bible too, and I was reading and going to church and stuff like that, that I don't go to church anymore, but evidently it is what it is right now. Can't wait to get back there. And get some sticky on my finger. I don't know. So yeah, just be careful out there. Watch who you talk to. Watch who you talk to about what you talk to and how you talk to. And if you can keep those and incorporate those into your character, you shouldn't have too many issues in life besides the ones that you're going to run into anyways. And those ones are only there to be a stepping guide, a stepping stone, a stepping lesson. You know what I mean? An exercise. You know what I mean? A practice run. Okay? So get through them practice runs and those exercises and those stepping stones. And those stepping stones could be a girlfriend, a relationship, a family, whatever it may not. It just may not. You guys are not meant for each other, but you were so blinded you couldn't see it at the beginning. Okay? And then you wind up messing up a family that doesn't need to be messed up. All right? So men be men, women be women. Let me leave you with that note. Stop trying to be both. Much love. Thank you for tuning in, liking, sharing, subscribing. And please hit that subscribe button right there. I think it's like right here. But turn it from red to gray for me, please. Can you do that for me? And then on top of that, subscribe. If you're subscribing and you're interacting with the channel, it doesn't matter what the donation is. It's showing love to you, from you to me, to saying, hey, we can appreciate what you're doing and I can appreciate what you're doing. And please send me an email or whatever, whatnot. You're looking for some concrete work, you need it done. Carter's Fresh Cement all day long. I pray and thank all the customers that I've had since I've started my company. And I'm going to keep doing what I got to do to try to keep everybody happy and safe. And that's what it is. Take care of each other, love each other, hug each other. Don't forget to say you love each other. I am your boy, William Carter. Thanks for tuning in again, liking, sharing, subscribing.